Hi, my name's Shelby Stitt,
And I'm Dawson Klusner.
and this is our EESG research assignment for this week. So, starting off with one of the top companies, we have Peabody Energy, and I've linked all of the companies that we've chose their main site that has their mission statements right at the top of each of our slides. As far as environmental goes, they state that they commit to safety and health as a way of life. And in addition, they take responsibility for minimizing impacts on the environment, providing benefits to our communities, and restoring the land for future generations. And Peabody also recognizes the effects of climate change and that they must be addressed, and that a concerted global effort is required to reduce GHG emissions, including those resulting from the use of energy source as such as coal. And just a few related awards that the company has received to kind of prove that they've actually worked towards and done something about this, and these aren't just empty statements. The Sentinel of Safety Award recognizes American mines that record the most hours in a calendar year without a single lost time injury, and a minimum of 4,000 hours is required for those awards. And they received two of those within the last few years. And then the mine rescue teams from Wambo and Metropolitan Mines in the Australian operations took top honors in the 2022 Hunter Valley and Southern Region mine rescue competitions. And then, as far as social goes, Peabody is a leading coal producer providing essential products for affordable and reliable energy and steel. And they're committed to creating a safe and healthy work environment where all employees are treated with fairness and respect. And they have a core value to offer inclusive work environmentally and engage and recognize and develop these future and current employees. As far as governance goes, their commitment to operating with integrity as well as transparency, and given their role as a leader in the coal industry, they believe it's essential for them to participate constructively and responsibly in political processes and provide recommendations to policymakers for global energy, environmental, and economic policies. And they're particularly focused on advancing the use of coal as part of a balanced energy mix and to be able to provide reliable, low-cost energy to help meet the world's growing demand for energy. And then on to the next guy up, we have Arch Coal. Obviously, there's a bit of intermixing between Peabody and Arch Coal. As far as environmental goes, they lay out all of their ESG on their site. Whereas Peabody, you kind of have to filter through, but it's still easy to find. Their mission on sustainability doesn't just include climate change, it includes a spot on water, air, land, waste, and climate. And Arch initiated a strategic pivot more than a decade ago with the objective of intensifying their focus on steel and metallurgical markets, which is a move that a lot of companies are making. And a significant amount of new steel is going to be required in a decarbonizing world. So, given steel's importance in sustainable urban design, infrastructure replacement, and the construction of essential decarbonization tools, such as mass transit systems, wind turbines, and electric vehicles. So, this is kind of their way of reintegrating to these greener energies and investing in them, but also still supporting their own industry. And then as far as social goes, they had a main focus on safety, community, and people. Consistently led large integrated peers in safety performance, and that is measured by lost time incident rate. And that should be true for most of these or all of these companies that we're talking about. They use various tools and forums to promote community engagement, including community advisory panels, also known as CAPS. And Arch and its subsidiaries currently employ more than 3,400 people in the United States. As far as governance goes, the board has adopted corporate governance guidelines that kind of set forth a framework within which the board, assisted by its committees, direct the affairs of the company. And what this does is it addresses the composition and the functions of the board, as well as director independence, compensation of directors, and director qualification standards. And the company's code of business conduct, I think it's really important and respectable that they really focus on this in their missions, is that it is applicable to every single employee in the company, including the principal executive officer, the principal financial officer, accounting officer, as well as all the other directors in the company. So then to go to Contura Energy, which is awful, it also coincides with Alpha Metallurgical. As far as environmental goes, they really feel that environmental awareness is a commitment to constant improvement, and it's an essential component of business excellence. Just to throw up a few more awards that kind of relate back to this. This year in West Virginia, the Coal Associate, oh my gosh, my voice is so bad. Coal Association Underground Reclamation Award, Independence Coal's Black King Mine. They were awarded that. And then the Drainage Coal Award, Republic Energy Workman Creek Long Ridge Surface in 2023. And then the Interstate Mining Compact Commission Natural Reclamation Award. And then as far as social goes, Alpha specifically provides financial and volunteer support to a number of organizations that enrich and improve the lives of others. They also have a strong priority consideration given to organizations in geographic areas where Alpha operates. And our focus areas include creating opportunities for youth development and education, alleviating hunger, strengthening the local communities. And all organizations must provide proof of an IRS 501c3 certification or tax exempt equivalent. And then as far as governance goes for these guys, Alpha and its affiliates believe that employee personal safety must take precedence over all other issues. So that's kind of their main focus in their governance statements. Employees are empowered with skills, training, resources, and responsibility to perform their jobs in a safe manner and are accountable for their own safety as well as the safety of their coworkers.
All right, so next we're going to move on to Consol Energy. So Consol Energy is a publicly owned producer and exporter of bituminous thermal coal, and it's one of the leading energy companies in the U.S. Most of their values are surrounding safety, compliance, continuous improvement in production and cost. So on their website, they say that Consol Energy is not content with being just in compliance, and they desire to strive to be a world-class company that identifies policies and strategies to further their performance beyond those client or compliance standards. They're also increasing their focus on environmental compliance to further improve their operations and just increasing the employee awareness through enhanced training and communications, proactively identifying best-in-class processes and methods in the operations. Some of their environmental goals are minimizing their impact, protecting their water sources, managing air quality, and restoring land. So they really value those four key things and strive to obtain those goals. And then they also focus on their energy and environment policy, which is they have some subcategories for that. So continuously improving compliance within their operating permits, avoiding and reducing or minimizing the environmental footprint of their operations, maximizing water reuse, and reducing process air emissions. The next one we're going to look at is Eesg Coal. So they're a diversified energy company that generates income from coal production as the largest producer in the eastern U.S. They also are in the royalty income business from mineral interests, which kind of gives them a diversified portfolio in the industry. And they're mostly invested in the strategic coal and oil and gas producing regions across the U.S. Some of their sustainability core values are: one, care for our people. So they believe in investing in the future by supporting education initiatives and skills development programs, and collaborating with the educational institutions by providing scholarships and internships and training opportunities to empower individuals in the communities to enhance their future opportunities. So really looking at that social aspect of their company. The next one is they're committed to safety. So they maintain stringent safety standards, invest in training programs, and implement comprehensive measures to protect the health and safety of all their employees. The next one is conservation and environmental stewardship. So they pursue sustainable practices across their operations, and they're committed to minimizing their environmental impact through the entire lifestyle of their entire life cycle of their activities. Excuse me. So that includes adopting innovative technologies and techniques to minimize their energy usage, conserve water resources, and safeguard biodiversity. And then looking at their corporate governance as well. So they're dedicated to upholding the highest standards of transparency, accountability, and ethical conduct in all the aspects of their business. So through their governance practices, they prioritize the interests of their stakeholders and manage risks effectively. So they're just committed to continuous improvement, collaboration, and engagement with their stakeholders so that they can build trust and maintain integrity and create that shared value that you want out of the company. So the next one is NACCO Industries. I had to look into how to say that name, but that's how you say it, NACCO Industries. So they bring natural resources to life, as they say on their website, by delivering aggregates, minerals, reliable fuels, and environmental solutions through its robust portfolio. So some of the things that they look at is just their corporate responsibility as a whole when addressing their ESG. So first of their safety or corporate responsibilities is their safety operations. So they say they operate with a culture committed to safety excellence. Their employees work safely and look out for each other. They commit to their employees and provide a safe working environment. And in return, they ask every employee to commit to working in a manner that assures everyone gets home safely at the end of each day. Next, they look at employee well-being. So they offer a market-based competitive total rewards package that includes a combination of salaries and wages, and a benefits package that promotes employee well-being. So this is just a basic package that you would get from employment, but they really promote what they can offer to their employees. Everything from 401k, retirement savings, comprehensive medical, dental, vision, all that stuff. And then life insurance as well for all of their employees. And then next, looking at engaged community relations. So they really work with nonprofits and supporting nonprofits, then also charity donation matching with their employees. So if their employees donate to a charity, they'll match it up to $5,000. They've also donated they've donated $35,000 to literacy programs and over $400,000 to educational, arts and culture, and civic organizations. And then on the responsible environmental stewardship side of things, they're working with agencies to ensure environmental compliance. And they have really high standards for their reclamation practices. They take pride in making sure that what they do to the earth, they're able to reclaim and make it like it was, or if not better. And then they also value their waste management. And then this last little part here in the middle of the slide are some of their rewards and achievements that they've achieved as a company. So they reclaimed over 60,000 acres since 1978, and 6,000 acres of prime farmland soils, 21,000 acres of cropland, 21,000 acres of native grass, and they've planted over 10 million trees and reconstructed over 68 miles of streams. And that is our presentation, and there's our works cited.